A brother's heart versus a sister's fears. The GH battle over Jacinda threatens to tear Michael and Kristina apart. Let's be real. In Port Charles, family dinners are rarely peaceful, but the latest drama brewing between Michael Corinthos and his sister Kristina is about to turn up the heat to a whole new level. Grab your favorite coffee and settle in, because General Hospital spoilers indicate we're in for a gut-wrenching sibling rivalry story that hits all too close to home. At the center of it all, the enigmatic Jacinda Bracken. This isn't just a simple disagreement, this is a full-blown battle, born from a place of deep, fierce, and protective love. Kristina isn't being a meddling little sister for the fun of it. She's standing on the front lines, terrified of watching her brother's heart get shattered into a million pieces. Again. And honestly, given Michael's track record with romance, can you really blame her? Kristina's front row seat, seeing beyond the nice girl act. To understand Kristina's panic, we have to see things from her perspective. And her perspective was forged behind the bar at Charlie's pub. Long before it was tragically torched, Kristina had a front row seat to Jacinda's world. She's the one who served Jacinda and her various dates their drinks. She's the one who exchanged pleasantries, and yes, she thought Jacinda seemed nice enough. But as Kristina knows all too well, nice is pretty easy to fake when the occasion calls for it. And in Port Charles, the occasion always calls for it. Her suspicions aren't just a vague feeling. She has seen Jacinda in action with her own eyes, and with some of Michael's very own enemies. The most glaring, unforgettable example, watching Jacinda do body shots off to ketamine-high Drew Kane. Sure, it was later revealed as a setup, but that's a searing image you can't just erase from your memory. It doesn't help that Drew's slick political ally Ezra Boyle openly considered Jacinda his favorite date for a night. So when Kristina looks at Jacinda, she doesn't just see a charming woman who makes her brother smile. She sees a history of dangerous associations and a lifestyle that, in her view, is a giant red flag waving in the face of her brother's fragile heart. Michael's tragic romance history? A resume of heartbreak. Now, let's talk about why Kristina's fears are so justified. Let's take a painful walk down memory lane, because Michael Corinthos has never had a successful, lasting romance. In fact, his love life reads more like a tragedy than a romance novel. Think back to Abby Haver. Sound familiar? Michael, with his signature savior complex, helped her escape the life. In her case, stripping. He saw the good in her, just like he sees the good in Jacinda now. He was her knight in shining armor. And what was his reward? Abby was killed in a horrific accident, and Michael was the one who discovered her body. He carried the weight of her death on his shoulders for years, convinced it was his fault. Then there was Sabrina Santiago. Sweet, kind-hearted Sabrina. Her fate? Murdered by one of Tracy Quartermain's unhinged ex-husbands. Another love, another tragic ending. Is it any wonder Kristina's heart seizes with fear when she sees her brother falling into the same pattern? He's once again trying to rescue a woman from a dangerous world, and Kristina can't bear the thought of history repeating itself. She sees them moving way too fast, and all her internal alarms are blaring. She's not just worried about his heart, she's worried about his life and the stability of his children. The battle lines are drawn, a clash of love and logic. So the scene is set. Michael, ever the optimist, is diving headfirst into a new relationship, defending Jacinda with a passion that terrifies his sister. Kristina observes them together and sees the classic, worrisome signs. The intense connection, the swift commitment, the blind faith. The way he stands up for Jacinda tells her everything she needs to know. He's already got it bad. Their arguments aren't petty squabbles. They're emotionally charged confrontations where two people who love each other deeply are speaking completely different languages. Michael's language is one of hope, redemption, and finally finding happiness. Kristina's is one of caution, protection, and painful past lessons. You would hope he learned his lesson about trust from how things turned out with Willow. He trusted Willow with his life, his company, and his heart, only to be betrayed in the most profound ways. But love has a way of making us forget old wounds, even as our family members are staring right at the scars. A powerful ally in the war for Wiley? But here's the twist that makes this battle even more consequential. Kristina isn't fighting alone. She has a powerful and, let's face it, intimidating ally in her corner. Their father, Sonny Corinthos. Sonny, a man who has built his entire life on reading people and anticipating betrayal, doesn't trust Jacinda either, and he brings a chilling practical point to the table that goes beyond matters of the heart. Michael's very public relationship with a former escort does not bode well for the ongoing custody case over Wiley and Amelia. Sonny isn't just worried about a broken heart, he's worried about a broken family. He sees the potential for this relationship to be used as a weapon in a brutal legal war, one that could cost Michael access to his children. When Sonny Corinthos of all people is urging caution, you know the threat is real. This is the storm that's about to hit the Corinthos family. It's a perfect cocktail of past trauma, present danger, and future uncertainty. On one side is Michael, a man who deserves love but may be walking directly into another disaster. On the other is Kristina, a sister whose only crime is loving her brother too much to stand by and watch him get hurt. Who will win this battle? And more importantly, will their sibling bond survive the war? One thing's for sure, in Port Charles, the road to heartbreak is often paved with good intentions. Don't miss a moment of the explosive drama ahead.